EastEnders Teases mystery arrival for Sonia Fowler in advance spoilers. Who's coming to Walford? Last month, actors Natalie Cassidy and Patsy Palmer each revealed that they have filmed their final scenes as iconic characters Sonia and Bianca. Ahead of their exits, Bianca is currently struggling to decide whether to take part in a true crime podcast episode about Reese, even though Sonia is firmly against this. But later this month, the sisters are at the heart of another big story when someone pays them a surprise visit. New spoilers released by the BBC reveal that on Monday, April 14th, Sonia and Bianca are rocked by a mystery arrival, though the identity of this person remains under wraps for now. As the week continues, Sonia's week takes another dramatic turn when she makes a shocking discovery, then thinks about a big decision. Who comes to see Sonia, and could this lead to her Albert Square exit? Meanwhile, Jean is also having a difficult time dealing with grieving Lily's behaviours following Martin's funeral and the events that follow the sombre occasion next week. But as she struggles with the pressure, Jean also comes to the rescue of Nigel, who is dealing with the worsening symptoms of his young-onset dementia. Nigel continues to dismiss concerns later in the week, but has he found another source of support in Jean? Elsewhere in Walford, Mo and Kim's latest money-making scheme doesn't go down too well, while Nicola returns to the square after her holiday and decides to meddle in a situation. Monday, April 14th, 7:30 p.m. Mo and Kim offend in their latest money-making scheme, and Jean continues to struggle with Lily's behaviour. Sonia and Bianca are rocked by a mystery arrival. Tuesday, April 15th, 7:30 p.m. Sonia makes a shocking discovery and the pressure continues to mount for Jan. Wednesday, April 16th, 7:30 p.m. Sonia ponders a decision and Jean comes to Nigel's rescue. Thursday, April 17th, 7:30 p.m. Nicola meddles in a situation and Nigel continues to dismiss concerns. EastEnders revisits huge mystery plot with surprise confession. What will Lauren do with this information? In February, it was revealed that Kathy was the one who attacked Cindy with a shovel on Christmas Day. But that's something only Kathy, Cindy and Ian know, and Cindy has since left the square after Ian paid her off. In tonight's episode, Lauren Branning was still annoyed with Peter for missing her baby scan as he was trying to track down Cindy. He made an apology to her in front of the family and followed it up by getting down on one knee. "I want a life with you, Lauren Branning. Please will you marry me?" he asked, but was left devastated as she said no and walked out. Later on, Lauren explained why she feels like she can't marry Peter. "We don't even know if it was me that hit her in the head, do we?" she said, referring to her lack of memory due to her painkiller addiction. "I can't shake the feeling that it was me, that I attacked her." Peter said he didn't think it could have been her, saying that Lauren isn't a killer. Lauren said she gets so angry when she thinks about Cindy. If she had attacked her, then she wished she had finished the job. Unbeknownst to the both of them, Kathy overheard Lauren's confession. After taking some time to think, Kathy confronted the duo and listened to Lauren's story and fears that the stress will eat her up. After a frustrated Peter walked out, Kathy reassured Lauren that she didn't attack Cindy, finally revealing the truth. How will Lauren react to the news? Who is Spencer Moon in EastEnders, and what happened between him and Vicky? Vicky Fowler has made a grand return to Albert Square, but without her long-term partner, Spencer Moon. The character has arrived back to her old haunt after 21 years away, with it quickly becoming apparent that a lot has changed in her life during that time. Arriving to represent her mum grieving Michelle at Martin Fowler's funeral, she had a lot of catching up to do with the locals. Sharon Watts was delighted to see her sister after so long, but immediately questioned where Spencer was. Vicky admitted that she had moved on with new fella Ross Marshall as a result of Spencer's infidelity, but she wasn't being exactly truthful. Alfie Moon had heard on the grapevine that Vicky was back in Walford and immediately struggled to accept the fact that his brother would cheat on her. After a swift phone call, the truth was outed. She was the one who had cheated on him with his best pal Ross. But who is Spencer Moon, and where is actor Christopher Parker now? Who is Spencer Moon in EastEnders? Spencer Moon is the youngest brother of Alfie, and first appeared on 29th of November 2022. He came to live in the area with their grandmother Nana Moon when Alfie took over the lease on the Queen Vic pub. Both of his parents had been killed when he was young, and he was subsequently raised by Nana. For a while, he chased after Kelly Taylor, though the relationship was doomed when Alfie offered her some cash for a date night, and she assumed Spencer was trying to buy her body. He often brought trouble to Alfie's door. On one occasion, he sold stolen goods for Mickey Miller. That led to Alfie being beaten up by gangsters. Spencer was forced to move to Australia in 2004 when he was caught trying to retrieve drugs that had been stashed by cousin Danny Moon in Pauline Fowler's house. What happened between Spencer and Vicky in EastEnders? Childhood sweethearts, Vicky and Spencer first met when she arrived from Florida to live with her grandmother Pauline in 2003. The stalwart was less than impressed to see that the two were spending so much time together and ordered him out of the house when he was invited for coffee. Following a one-night stand, Vicky fell pregnant but didn't want to keep the child. Sharon, who believed she was infertile, offered her younger sister a whopping $10,000 so that she could raise it as her own, but she decided to have an abortion. Spencer was left devastated, as he believed he was ready to be a father. His resentment didn't last long, as they soon reconciled when their vehicle broke down on the Scottish moors. Whilst they never fully made amends, it was revealed many years later that they had reconnected in Australia and were planning to open a bar together. Where is actor Christopher Parker now? Former actor Christopher, 41, first appeared in an uncredited part in soap opera London's Burning. He was also a stunt double in 2002's Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Christopher made it through to the final of the first ever series of Strictly Come Dancing over 2 decades ago, and also was a regular presenter on CBBC with Fern Cotton. Other presenting roles included CD UK, MTV News, Radio Disney, and as entertainment reporter on ITV's This Morning. He also appeared in the second series of BBC drama Hotel Babylon and presented Soap Star Bingo on the then-new Gala Bingo TV channel in 2009. His last TV appearance was on a celebrity version of Total Wipeout, filmed in Argentina in 2010. Christopher retired from acting and took on a law degree, and now works as a senior consultant at London-based law firm Ignition Law. His work website profile notes that he specialises in negotiating and concluding contracts on behalf of high-profile television presenters and mainstream broadcasters, as well as drafting social media marketing agreements for influencers. It also says that he represents individuals in other sectors of the media industry. Ross on a mission in EastEnders after mystery call and Sharon showdown. The newcomer makes quite an impression when he arrives with girlfriend Vicky Fowler this week, with a number of residents wondering why she had separated from her long-term partner Spencer Moon. Following some questioning from Kat Slater and Alfie Moon, she is forced to come clean. On the surface, it seems that Ross, with son Joel, have arrived to support Vicky at her Uncle Martin Fowler's funeral. However, before long, their ulterior motive is realised. Ross urges Vicky to ask her sister Sharon Watts for some cash, but she feels guilty asking such a favour given she hasn't seen her for the last 2 decades. She also notes that Sharon has dealt badly with her grief for Martin and has had a turbulent time with ex-husband Phil Mitchell during his mental health battle. With nowhere left to turn, she asks cousin Ian Beale instead. When Sharon discovers her monetary plight, she confronts Vicky for the truth, but she manages to dismiss her concerns. On the eve of Martin's funeral, tensions begin to rise between the women, but Linda Carter gives her friend some food for thought. Will Sharon agree to help her out? In upcoming scenes, the two are distraught ahead of the service, and try to find a way to get through the traumatic day. Ross can see that Vicky is in a bad way and suggests that he and Joel come along to support her. Sharon reckons that it could be ideal. He'd be coming face to face with Alfie again, and given his anger towards him, things could escalate again. Realizing that he should probably put things right, he apologizes for upsetting Alfie, but makes it clear that he hasn't forgotten what has happened. Later, he takes a mysterious call with an unknown person and decides to make it his mission to convince Vicky that they should stick around in Albert Square for a while longer. She isn't sure it's the right decision and has already booked flights back to Australia.